What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Countdown to Ultimate series of videos, a series where we 100% complete Smash 4 single player and the challenge board. And so, let's just get right into it. Duck Hunt. This character gave me some trouble, but it wasn't as bad as some others. And this is the final episode, guys. Well, not the the final. Let me rephrase. This is the final 11 character smorgasbord episode, where after this there are only 2 characters left to do. And oh boy, we're almost done. I mean, I'm done. It's just a matter of recording the audio and having a wait time to render all these videos because it's a slow laptop. And this video especially, I'm dreading how long it'll take. It'll probably take upwards of 6 to 7 hours because, oh boy, this one is a doozy. And the only reason why this one is so long, well, I would think the only reason why it's because it's so long is because I wonderfully had the idea of, hey, I want to feel like I'm making a bunch of progress at the very end and motivate myself to keep going. So let's just shove all the characters that have challenges left to do into one video. So every single one of these characters has a challenge that they need to complete. And speaking of which, Duck Hunt, his challenge, where is it? Is to clear the true solo all-star mode on hard. So what it means by that is that, well, I mean, first off, clear. Okay, hopefully you can't hear all that, but clear all-star on hard is the most self-explanatory part. Solo means that you have to do it by yourself, so you can't do the co-op option. And by the true all-star is that technically you can do all-star whenever you want, but true all-star means when you have everybody unlocked. So you have to unlock everybody, which in this game doesn't take that long at all. Also ignore that it says that I only have one challenge left. This episode, these next 2 episodes were recorded hella out of order. Well, just this episode mostly. This episode was recorded hella out of order. But, oh boy. Actually, I think Duck Hunt gave me some trouble, so he was one of the last ones I did. Because I think the only challenge left on that point was to clear All-Star with everyone on hard. And so by this point, I was just like, okay. It took a while, is basically what I'm trying to say. Sorry, trying to fix something. Okay, anyway, so... Oh, hey, look, it's Mass DD. It's like a boss battle or something. Anyways, so that was Duck Hunt's challenge. Kirby's character challenge is fairly simple. Clear solo classic on intensity 5.5 or more. And since there's a challenge where you have to do it with everybody on 7.0 or more, this challenge is not an issue at all. I think I did it with 8 on him, actually. But... oh boy, so... yeah, Duck Hunt was one of those characters that gave me some trouble. And it was basically just because of his jank smash attacks, because... you know, basically the best way to do Duck Hunt was to become a C-Stick warrior. But since the hitboxes on his smash attacks are kind of weird, sometimes they just wouldn't connect properly. So that's what ended up happening with me a lot. And so it was just basically a matter of slight RNG on the stages, and whether or not if the smash attacks felt like cooperating or not. Basically, the general gist of it. Woo boy. So, yeah, this episode, I don't even know why this episode is really long. I think it's just because of character challenges like Meta Knight and Knee Gunner, and then Shulk and Jigglypuff. But even then, it's kind of weird thinking about how long this episode is and how it adds up, because every other episode was like around a half hour at most. This one is almost an hour. And it doesn't look like... I don't know, it doesn't feel like I kept that much more in. But at least what I did leave in is what I felt necessary. I don't know what to say about it. Oh, honestly, this is probably the main reason why the episodes are gonna bleed into tomorrow. Because, well, even then, the other videos will probably take 3 to 4 hours to render on their own because slow laptop. But I know this episode is the main reason why the episodes will bleed into tomorrow at the very least. Then the replay rewinds will just go up whenever I can get them done, because not that I want to post replay stuff in like February or something, because no one will care by then. Maybe once a week. Maybe once a week until the end of 2017 is when I'll do that. Because I don't know, at the rate I'm going, I'll probably be able to get about 5 or 6 more replays videos. I mean, not including the ones that I already have done. Like, I've already uploaded the first one. I have one with Melee HD replays, which is already done. There's one I want to do based on... There's one replay montage I want to do that is solely comprised of local matches with friends. You know, local matches, and then, what is it? Local matches and replays that my friends have sent me, or replays from my friends in general, because there are times where I'm like, let me borrow my friend's console and I'll record the replays for you, or they sent them to me through online. So just so some of their coolest moments get immortalized, that'll happen as well. And then there are just, besides those, there are probably like 5 or more replays that'll happen. 5 or more videos. But yeah, those I want to take my time with because I have other things to do, Ultimate to play, and at the very least I don't need to play Smash 4. In order to do those, I just need to boot up the videos, because I've already done the hard work of sitting through every single one of them and creating a Google Doc of like, okay, this is what happened in this one. This is how I can use it in the video. And it's color-coded and everything. It's all organized. It's very, very neat, I guess. So, getting into Meta Knight's character-specific challenge is one that I'm surprised I haven't done yet. And I guess it's just either I couldn't be bothered, or it's because I couldn't find it on the challenge board until much later. But basically, it's to go into Endless Smash. I'm pretty sure this is Endless Smash. And get 90 KOs or more. You know, it's pretty simple. Just dash attack everybody. And the challenge wins itself, basically. It helps if you have tilt stick. Like, I'd switch to tilt stick here. If you see me switching my tag from all caps to lowercase, it's because one has smash stick and one has tilt stick. And what that means is that, you know, you can customize your controls due to a tag in this game. And when I say smash stick, it means that the C stick usually does smash attacks, right? So that's smash stick. If I were to change the C stick to simply attack instead of smash attack, that means that when you do C stick in any direction, you'll do tilts instead of smashes. And so that's tilt stick. I don't know if anyone's tested it in Ultimate, but there was this thing that you could do in Brawl. And you can also do here until they patched it out, strangely. But let's say if you had smash stick and you held up on the control stick and you did up on the C stick at the same time, you would do tilts. If you held down on the control stick and then down on the C stick, you would do a down tilt. And for some reason they patched it out, and I don't know why, because I love doing that. It was very useful. And then I had to end up making a separate tag, but it was useful being able to do both. I don't know why they got rid of that. But especially for up tilts. But anyways, what am I thinking of? If Ultimate has that, then I will be a happy camper. So yeah, at this point, with Meta Knight over here, I mean, I already have 92 KOs, but I was just sort of on autopilot here. So I was just going through the motions, just doing this because I was just like, dash, C-stick, dash, C-stick, dash, C-stick. Like, let's just get this over with. And then by the time I noticed, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm already done. And so then I just off myself right here. 101 Mii Fighters, coming out of the Disney Vault next spring. And yeah, this is where I kind of started getting confused as to where some of these would come up, because generally in the challenges that I've done so far, it's like you complete, let's say, let me look up here. Like, let's say you complete Zelda's character challenge and you got a Zelda trophy. If you completed Bowser Jr.'s challenge, you got a Mario trophy. But then some of these challenges were like, oh, you complete Meta Knight's challenge, instead of getting a Kirby trophy, you get a Pokemon trophy. But I mean, it unlocks all the trophies, so I'm not complaining. It was just a little strange to think about. Also, those little clips were basically all of Meta Knight's All-Star. That's basically all that it comprised of. And so, Lucario is, let me see, I don't know why I didn't cut this out. Whatever, it only adds about 10 seconds. I mean, it would be 10 seconds shorter without it, but whatever. Let's just leave it in. Lucario was an interesting character to do this with, because, I mean, it was super cathartic being able to do this with him, because, I mean, Meta Knight gave me some trouble, and Duck Hunt gave me some trouble as well. Kirby gave me no trouble at all. But because this was recorded out of order, I think Kirby was one of the last characters that I did. But, you know, I think I did all of them in a row, actually, because it was super cathartic being able to do Lucario, Little Mac, Kirby, and who else? There was one other character in that group. Ike. It was super cathartic being able to do all of those characters in a row, where it's just like, you know, all these rounds that gave me so much trouble in the past with other characters. And then these characters were like, oh, we can destroy people in 2 smash attacks. And I'm just like, what? I don't know, it was very nice. It was very nice to be able to just, like, have fun with this again. Because those last few characters were not fun to do it with, let me tell you. I mean, it had to be done, and I have fun making the videos, but the process, oh boy. So Lucario's All-Star. Over here, this is where it gets interesting, because you can see the progress of where I actually wanted to get hurt. Because, I mean, Aura and Rage still stack up in this mode, and it's amazing. So, I mean, you know, and you see me becoming a C-Stick Warrior because, I mean, that's honestly what you're supposed to do with him. Just spam your strongest attacks, maybe side B here and there if you can get it, and everybody just dies. Now, this isn't as strong as he will be, because as you'll see in later clips, like this one, like, I can just up air people at 80, and they're gone. And maybe this is how it is also in the normal ones, but I haven't played as Lucario in a normal match in a while. Because, let's see, okay, not this clip, but I think the next clip is when I go to Dreamland, and I literally start destroying everybody in 1 smash attack, and it's amazing. Because I'm almost at max rage, not max rage, max aura. I think max aura is like 180, 190, something like that. Also, this was scary. And you know what else is scary? That. Because, like, I realized, like, as soon as I pushed up B, I'm like, wait! I can't just hold right, I have to go up! And luckily you don't kill yourself off the top with up B. I think the only character who can kill themselves off the top, but even then, that's with a little help, is Wario. I think if he wafts too far up. But anyway, look at this. I'm at max aura right now, right? Then let me just get on the ground. Booyah. 1 down smash, not even forward smash, which launches farther. Just a down smash and you're done. Look at that. 61 damage, and who knows how much knockback. I'm pretty sure I get a smash attack where I get all 3 at one point. And Aura Sphere doesn't really do much. It's basically a get-off-me tool if you can get it. I did have one match on it where I just charged Aura Sphere on like the little ledge to the left, and they just kept running into it and they couldn't really do anything because it was so big at that point. But I think I left that one out. Let's see. There it is. They're all gone. All dead to the mighty Aura. Lucario's character-specific challenge. I don't think I mentioned his. Yeah, I mentioned that tonight. Lucario's specific challenge is to clear solo All-Star on normal or higher. And also, that's the last of the Pokeball Pokemon that I had, because apparently I also didn't have Mew. I don't remember if this was in the videos or not, but, you know, I unlocked Mew recently also. I mean, I didn't even know that there were more Pokemon to unlock, because I thought I had them all already. But I was wrong, I didn't even have all the masterpieces, so whatever. And I should say that all these All-Star challenges, they're unless it requires you doing the true All-Star mode, but even then, what I'm about to say still applies, they're much easier if you don't have DLC, because that's 7 less characters you have to worry about defeating. But since a lot of us have DLC at this point, I'm pretty sure a lot of us had to deal with these challenges with the DLC included, so we had to deal with it. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know how many people will be doing this after Ultimate comes out. Unless it's like the completionist who has to do it for part of his New Game Plus series. But, because I think Wii U is one of the games he still has to redo. But, and besides that, it's just, I don't know how many people will actually be doing this after the fact. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one doing it as part of a lead-up to Ultimate. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people either don't care, or they already did, basically. And also, all these challenges where it's like clear All-Star with every character, or Classic with every character, DLC, it doesn't apply to DLC, because the game was programmed with those challenges without DLC in mind. So let's say if DLC are the last characters you do, technically you'll have already unlocked those challenges, and technically it'll say you've unlocked all the trophies, because it's counting all the trophies and all the characters in the base game for those challenges. However, if you want a true 100%, then you need to do it with the DLC as well. But there are no challenges for the DLC, you only have to do it with Classic and All-Star. And technically with DLC, you don't even have to do it on hard. Because, like I said, those challenges only apply to them, so you could literally do it on the easiest difficulty just to get the trophies, and you're good. Also, can you tell I'm having a lot of fun with Jigglypuff here? And surprisingly, Jigglypuff really didn't give me that much trouble, despite how light she is, because I thought that was something I would dread. Because of things like how much Pikachu gave me some crap, and who was the other character that gave me a lot of trouble? That was really light. Sheik. Despite how they gave me a ton of crap, Jigglypuff was actually pretty simple. I mean, Classic was super fun to do because I'm just resting everybody and messing around. But in All-Star even, what am I trying to say? Well, I guess that kind of goes into what I'm about to say, is that Jigglypuff's specific character challenge is to clear the True Solo All-Star mode within 6 minutes. And these challenges especially are a lot easier if you don't have DLC, because again, that's 7 less characters you have to kill within 6 minutes. It's like, imagine if there were like 20 DLC characters, this challenge would almost be impossible. But, basically what I'm doing here is what I figured doing for this challenge. Don't rest anybody, because it leaves yourself too open and the CPU is too dumb to attack you, because here's the thing. For this, and spoiler alert, Shulk has the same exact challenge, clear True All-Star within 6 minutes. Similar to what I did with Captain Falcon and Zero Suit. I did hard mode off screen. I completed hard mode on my own, and neither of them were particularly that challenging. It probably took me 2 tries for both, because C-Stick Warrior, and especially for Jigglypuff, C-Stick Warrior is surprisingly effective. But what I am doing for both these challenges is that it doesn't specify a difficulty. So you can literally do these clear within 6 minute challenges on easy. And that's why I say don't rest, because if you do rest, then because it's easy, the CPUs are way less aggressive and they won't wake you up out of it. So it just leaves you open for a really long time, and it eats up those precious little seconds that you need, because it's basically a speed run. You have to kill everyone within 6 minutes. And especially since there's DLC, you have to kill them even faster. And I should say that, I mean, I'm not sure how much people will struggle with Shulk, but Shulk, I did it on the first try. Jigglypuff took me like 5 or 6 tries. And I will say that for Jigglypuff especially, because since she's not particularly fast, and since she doesn't have range like Shulk does, it's kind of RNG dependent on what stages you get. Like, the more walk-offs you get, the better. If you get the Pokemon stage as your first round, just reset. Honestly, I could say that for a lot of characters. If you're struggling with the character, if you get Pokemon first round, you're just going to take a lot of unnecessary damage. I'm talking about Kalos Pokemon League, of course, the stage, but if you get that stage first round, just reset and try to get a stage with a walk-off. Because the more of those you get, the better. And for Jigglypuff's case specifically, if you get the Mega Man stage, for the round that has like Captain Falcon and Rob and all that, I mean not Rob, Captain Falcon, Mega Man, Palutena, Pit, and all that. If you get the Mega Man stage, reset more times than not, because the Yellow Devil just gets in the way, the stage is really big, and such. But something I noticed about that round in particular is that with that round, characters take, well, the opponents take less damage for some reason, and I don't know why. Another thing to chalk up to this mode kind of not being programmed that properly, because besides random things killing you when they really shouldn't, but I mean, besides that, that round characters take less damage for some reason, because I noticed it with Little Mac, where I'm just like, whoa, forward smash does 52%, and on these characters it does like, you know, this round right here is what I'm talking about. And again, another walk-off, so I was blessed, but I mean, this was like my 6th attempt, so I was blessed with the RNG on this one, but you know, I noticed it did like 43 or something like that, and they don't get launched this far. And so I was just like, what the heck? And it was finally then that I noticed it, and that was probably why I had some trouble getting through this stage as quickly as possible in some instances where I just wanted to get a move on. And it's because of that, because for some reason they take less damage, and I don't know why. It's very strange. This mode is just, oh boy. But even classic mode was fun for some characters, because at the very least, like, at 7.0 you can have some fun with them. And you can have fun messing around with the AI. All-Star and Hard is literally the same thing over and over and over. Even more so than Classic, and oh boy, I just cannot, man. I never want to touch single player in this game ever again, unless it's Smash Run. I mean, Classic mode in Ultimate is fine, because that's different for every character. There's a theme. I love that. It reminds me of Melee somewhat. But I just cannot with this game anymore. I mean, I love it. I love this game, but single player, man, they completely dropped the ball. Especially on Wii U, because I don't know what they were thinking with Smash Tour. I don't know anyone who likes that mode. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure casuals can have fun with it, and with the right group of people, it's fine. With the right group of people, it's fine. It's just that unless you want to unlock the Pac-Man stage and do that one challenge with the Metroid, there is no reason to play that mode. There's no reason to play that mode at all, because or play it, or at least play it once, and then you're done with it. That's it. That's literally it. Oh boy. Let me see. Single player in Smash Ultimate is World of Light Classic mode. I think they confirmed All-Star. It's just they haven't really talked about it as much. There's the multi-man mode. There's no target test. There's no home run contest. There's no break the targets. But you know, since their focus was on the core fighting, everyone is here, and World of Light and stuff like that, you know, I'm completely fine with that. I'm gonna miss it. I still miss break the targets. Break the targets in Melee was still like top tier single player mode in Smash. But oh boy, it's a sad day. It's a sad day when that mode went away. I considered it dead in Brawl because there were literally only 5, and it was difficulty based instead of character based, meaning that some characters were just better than others on certain stages. Look, that one made sense. We completed a character with a challenge with a Pokemon character. We got a Pokemon trophy. Why can't they all be like that? My OCD is going nuts. Well, whatever. Also, since this is coming to mind now, I guess I'll try to remember to put this over Ike. Let me see if I can do this now, actually. Let's see. So, one thing I realized was that I kind of forgot to show my Photoshop edit of the character select screen in, like, you know, the Photoshop edit that I made for the character select screen that I talked about in part 5, I think? Part 5 or 4, one of those two. And so, I don't know, I'm gonna put that up on the screen right now as soon as I find it. Let's see. There it is. Let's drag that there. This is very disjointed. It's a huge mess, but it's the best way I can figure out how to do this before I forget again. And then I'll just remember to edit it later on. Let me wait until Ike finishes this thing here, and then I'll put it in. Okay, and there it is. That is my organized character select screen. You're welcome to pause and look at it and tell me how nice it looks and all that, but or leave any nitpicks, because when I posted it to Twitter, I definitely saw some people nitpicking about the placement, but I explained myself thoroughly enough. Also, I kind of paused here because I'm like, what the heck happened to Donkey Kong here? I assume this was a texture loading error or something, because this isn't a skin. And for characters that don't have a gender difference or something, like Wii Fit Trainer or Robin, where it's random between the two, it should be the default color. So that should have been default DK, and I have no idea what happened to him there. He's just really gray, his tie had stripes. You know, it's cool looking, it was just a what the fuck thing. I have no idea what caused that. Anyways, not Robin. Ike's character-specific challenge is to clear True All-Star on hard. Simple as that. I didn't write down if it's supposed to be solo or not, so maybe you could complete it in co-op, but Ike is so powerful enough on his own that you should be able to beat it no problem on your own, especially if you just become a C-Stick warrior again. Also, I kind of had this bad habit of, stopping recordings a little soon, so I missed the intro animation to this, but I got the rest of it. There it is. You got the Black Knight trophy with the Black Knight color skin. Also, in classic mode, that was the skin I was using, was the Black Knight. It's just that Little Mac, especially, since we're on him now, has a lot of skins, but they don't have portraits. And so, if you didn't see a portrait for certain characters, when they clearly have a different color skin or a different costume entirely, it's because they didn't have a portrait for them. And for some of them, I was just too lazy to make myself, because that's what I did for some skins that I really liked, where I just made them myself. Anyway, Little Mac. Like I said, Little Mac was super fun to do in All-Star mode, but we won't be getting to that for a little while. As I'm bopping this shadow version of me over here. If I had an extra stock, I probably would have styled him off to the off stage, because it's so much easier to do that on a CPU like that, especially when he's a large body. Oh boy. So, Little Mac's specific character challenge, as you're starting to see right here, well, you're actually not starting to see that right here. Actually, let me correct myself right there. Little Mac's character specific challenge is to clear classic mode without losing a single life. Clear classic without losing a single life. So that completely explains why I did classic with him on 0.0. Because if you saw it at the beginning, I did it with 0.0 on him, and I guess I did that early on, so that way I wouldn't lose a stock, because that was still early on when I didn't know what I was doing, but then I'm like, wow, this is too easy. But I still did it anyway. It doesn't specify a difficulty, you just have to clear classic at all with Little Mac without losing a single stock. It's not the 9.0 challenge. Although, if you want to use this character to do the 9.0 challenge and knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, then be my guest. Even though you're be kind of dumb for doing so. So anyway, that is Little Mac's character specific challenge. However, I'm having Little Mac help me out with a certain challenge over here that we couldn't do all the way back in episode 2. Do you remember Diddy Kong's specific character challenge where you were supposed to go into a rival smash and KO your rival 3 or more times. Well, there is another challenge on the challenge board where you're supposed to KO your rival 4 times. And so I thought I could knock out 2 birds with 1 stone and do it with Diddy Kong, where instead of his character challenge required you to only do it 3 times, but another challenge required that you had to do it 4 times. I tried for about a half hour and I couldn't do it, and so I decided, you know what, let me try it with Little Mac. He can be gimped easy, he's super strong so he can knock them out easy, he has KO punch, stuff like that, and that ended up working. It took like 2 or 3 tries, but what you're seeing here is the results of said attempts. So this is just an example of, hey, Little Mac can help me with this challenge, so let's just do that now and show that off. I think I already finished it actually. That may have been the 4th KO, if not that was the 3rd. And I was trying to get him with the KO punch there. Yeah, look at that. I think that was a forward smash and I'm almost dead to that, so... Single player definitely doesn't apply here. You still die at normal percents. But... Okay, yeah, there you go. That should be the 4th death, if anything. So that's the challenge done, and I could die right here, but I wanted to see how much further I would go, and that counter reminds me of like one of the very first replays I took when I got this game, and it was going into Cruel Smash with Little Mac, doing a counter in the first 5 seconds, and I KO'd 5. I KO'd 5 knees in Cruel Smash with that, with just 1 counter. Anyways, there you go, and you can... my children! I'll be playing as you again soon. How I've missed you. But anyways, you can obviously see on the challenge board how early this was recorded. This was recorded immediately after I did Diddy Kong, so you can obviously see that there are a lot of challenges there that are not done, even though they are done by this point. Because like I said, this video was recorded way out of order. But it works. It looks cohesive for you. And remember what I said about Little Mac's All-Star being really fun and cathartic? Look at that. 57%. 1 smash attack. 2 smash attacks, and you're dead. It's amazing. And I just love doing this. And KO punching every once in a while was great. Oh boy. That's the good stuff. Super, super fun doing this one. Especially after having a lot of characters giving me so much trouble. Whew, oh boy. Mom coming through, even though that didn't kill for some reason. Have any of you guys ever played this game? I mean, it's one of the mini games in Game & Wario, but it's actually really, really fun. I can see why they chose it for a stage, because it's probably the best mini game in that game. I mean, that's a game I have, I just need to play it more. I know there's some sort of daily thing where if you check back on it and you get coins, and I think there's some sort of slot machine thing that you keep unlocking stuff with. I've always meant to do that because I would always daily upkeep with some other games, but not that one for some reason. I guess because it was a console game and most of the other daily challenge stuff were like 3DS games that I was able to do on bus rides and stuff. You know, that's just another thing that I was talking about where the Wii U has like a lot of great games that I want to play that probably won't get ported to Switch. I mean, the last games that I want them to port to Switch from the Wii U... Let me think. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, because that game needs a second chance. Maybe Xenoblade X, if they have the time to do that. Game & Wario, no. Nintendo Land, no. I want them to port Pikmin 3 so more people can play it, but I probably won't buy it because, honestly, I mean, people complain about the awkward setup, but I love it where, you know, gamepad on your lap acts like your map and your manager of, like, you know, how you manage everything, how you multitask, and you use the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, which are the best way to control Pikmin. Don't at me. Wii Remote and Nunchuck controls are best for Pikmin. The Wii versions of Pikmin 1 and 2 are better than the GameCube versions, fight me. But basically, you know, that's just the optimal way to control Pikmin 3 in my opinion. Just have this computer type setup on your lap and the best controllers to control that kind of game within your hands, because you have the pointer controls for that kind of game and you get super accuracy with the throwing and stuff. It's great. But when it comes to porting it to the Switch, it can do the pointer with gyro, but it won't be the same. Especially since I think the first example where people started noticing it was World of Goo, which I remember playing a Wii demo for, but I have it on the PC. I actually have a disc of that game that I got in a yard sale. But, I mean, the Wii has the pointer controls, PC you use a mouse. Those work fine, but doing that with, like, gyro pointer doesn't exactly work great, and it gets desynced all the time. However, I think that's probably because you're using it with, like, a Joy-Con. If you were to... I don't know how you would do it with a Pro Controller. With Pikmin, at the very least. I don't know how you would do it with a Pro Controller, but if you were able to do that with like the Splatoon type gyro, it'd be kind of awkward because you're moving the controller with the control stick along with the cursor all over the place. But I don't know, it's a game that I want more people to play, but you know, it's just I don't see it happening because of... Well, I mean, I don't see myself picking it up on the Switch. I'll just play it on the Wii U if I ever want to play it again. What other Wii games are there? 3D World. I don't know why they didn't port 3D World to Switch, because I thought they would have done a combo pack of like Captain Toad and 3D World in the same thing, but I guess they don't want to... I guess they don't want 3D World to take away from Mario Odyssey. And don't say that, then why did they port New Super Mario Bros. U? Which I don't know why they still kept that name. But New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is a stupid name. But anyway, that's because that's a 2D Mario. That's completely different. And people will realize that it's completely different from Odyssey. But a 3D game, I guess, will confuse more people? I don't know. But I don't know why they didn't do that one. I think I already mentioned Xenoblade X. Everything else is basically already ported or replaced with a sequel. Paper Mario, I think, also kind of relies on the gamepad too heavily to port over that easily. Although if they just revamp the combat system a bit, that would be fine to port over, I guess. Let's see, they already did Bayo 1 and 2. They ported Hello Kitty Cruisers. Oh god, I wish I could look over at the Wii U stuff right now. So that way I could at least think about it. First party stuff. Mario Kart 8 is already there. The Zelda HD ports would be nice. A Skyward Sword HD would be nice as well, if they ever did that. Pokken was already ported. What else is there? God, I mean, there are probably some games that I'm missing, but... I mean, I get why they're doing the ports, where it's like, you know, you want more people to play them. And look at this, another thing with Shulk here is just 2 smash attacks and a lot of people are dead, which is why doing All-Star with him within 6 minutes was super easy. But... yeah, I'm drawing a blank here, actually. I'll probably think of more. There's probably one that I'm forgetting that I'll feel stupid for forgetting later. Oh, Wonderful 101. I wish, like, you know, they should port that as well, because I have that game. And I've been meaning to play it. It's just that I played the first level and a half, and then something else came up. It's because I think that day, the same day that I got Wonderful 101 was the day that I got Pikmin 3 and Game & Wario. And I think also... I forget if that was a Black Friday thing, or if that was, like, after Christmas or something. It was one of those two, of, like, 2013 or something. 2013-ish. But, you know, there were those 3, but then I also found a pre-owned copy in a Walmart of Link Between Worlds. And I think it was, like, $20 or something. It came with the original case and everything. It was actually a really sweet deal. I think it was, like, 19-something. For Link Between Worlds at the time, which was amazing. An amazing deal, but... you know, Game & Wario and Wonderful 101 kind of fell to the wayside because I was all about Link Between Worlds and Pikmin 3 at that time. Especially Link Between Worlds, oh my god. The game is amazing. Zelda in Ultimate is adorable. But... Oh, well, you know, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up and look, because it's bothering me. Okay, here we are. So, I took a peek over there. I realized stuff like Hyrule Warriors has also been ported, which I kind of forgot about. But, well, I kind of forgot about it being ported. I want to pick that up at some point too. It's just that money. I wanted to pick that up. It's just money for like the PC and Smash and Amiibo took priority. But anyway, some other games that I thought of over there. Mario Maker. This is something I've actually wanted to discuss publicly for a while, outside of just like a friend circle or something. People are saying that porting Mario Maker wouldn't work, so just make a sequel, but that also wouldn't work because people want the gamepad touch controls, and the only way to use touch controls is to put the system in handheld mode. But if people want to make stages on the TV, then they would have to use the control stick. But what people seem to be forgetting is that Super Mario Maker has a lot of callbacks to Mario Paint. So why not just add another callback to that list and make Super Mario Maker compatible with USB mouses? It's a simple solution. Maybe even pack in a new mouse with the game. Just pack in like a replica of the SNES mouse with the Switch logo on it. It'd be amazing. And just make it USB, make any USB mouse compatible. Just, why not? Just do it with a mouse and you basically have the same thing. You probably have slightly even more accuracy than doing it with a touchscreen. And then you can still look at the TV as you're making the stage. It's amazing. It's an amazing idea. I don't know why people haven't thought about it. Whatever. And Star Fox Zero. I actually pretty much like that game. It's fine. If people can't jive with the controls, that's totally okay, and I understand why you don't like it. But me, I was able to get along with it just fine. I was able to learn. If you give it a chance, you learn it. You learn the controls, you get slightly used to them. I know they can be better, and I know that it would work better without them. But I'm fine with them. I like the game fine enough. It was fun. And it made me teary-eyed to see the whole... This game is dedicated to Iwata at the end. Because, I mean, that was around the time of his passing. I think that was one of the last games he worked on. Anyway, some other stuff that I brought to remind me. Yoshi's Woolly World, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. Those have already been ported in some form or fashion. One to the 3DS, one to the Switch. Zombie U. The Wii U version is still the best version, but that one already got ported to PS4 and Xbox and such. Rayman Legends was supposed to be a Wii U exclusive, but is already multi-platform all over the place and also got ported to Switch. Tank 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 is a fun Wii U game, which I don't see getting ported anywhere, but it's a fun exclusive to have on it. Plus, I think the best way that it works is because of the gamepad, so I don't know about that. Animal Crossing Amiibo Fest. I couldn't even finish that sentence. Rodea the Sky Soldier. That's technically a Wii game that also got a Wii U port, but I don't see that getting ported to anywhere else anytime soon. And Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame 5. I mean, the character has an assist trophy in Ultimate. Also, Lucario just sort of duped himself there. But anyway, Fatal Frame 5, it would be nice to see that come to the Switch. It would be nice to see, 3 and 4? That were only in Japan for the Wii, I think, come as well. But, that's... I don't know, that'd be very cool, is what I'm saying. Especially since the character has representation in Ultimate. So anyway, time to play catch-up. Shulk's character-specific challenge, like I mentioned before, clear All-Star within 6 minutes. Did that on the first try. Mii Brawler, over here, is... Well, first off, I mean... I tried to focus on characters that are coming into Ultimate, but for Mii Brawler, I didn't really have any of those. I would have used the K-Rool Mii costume, but I didn't buy that for some reason. I didn't buy it. So, you know, I used Aang, just because why not? And then I made a quick Mii for Sakurai, because my old Sakurai Mii was a gunner, and so I made one that was a brawler, because why not? Let's throw some mad props to the guy. He works so hard. And now for Sword Fighter, Viridi, because bias. Make her an Echo Fighter, please. She would be great. I love her. But anyway, so character challenges. Did I miss anyone? Little Max, I already talked about. Shulk's I already talked about. Mii Brawler doesn't have a character challenge, so he's not alone. Apparently Villager doesn't have one either. And then there's Mii Sword Fighter. Mii Sword Fighter's character challenge is to clear 100-man smash within within 3 minutes. Clear 100-man smash in 3 minutes. Look at her hair. I remember the day the Viridi Mii costume came out. I bought it in the morning because whenever I bought the DLC, I bought it for Wii U and 3DS. And so I played it on 3DS for the first time. And, you know, it looked nice. I mean, the hair was stagnant. I mean, the hair was just completely still. And then when I jumped on the Wii U a few days later and I picked the Viridi Mii costume, I was like, whoa, it moves! It has physics! Oh my god, it looks so pretty. And hey, look, it's Crumb! It's Crumb from the Fire Emblem! It's gonna be very strange in Ultimate because, I mean, Crumb is a character now, which is all well and good, but the Crumb Mii costume is still in the game, and Robin's Final Smash summons Crumb. So you can literally have a team of Crumb the Mii and Robin summoning Crumb through the Final Smash, destroying actual Crumb. It's gonna be very, very strange. But anyways, Mii Sword Fighter's character challenge, I already mentioned that. I don't know why I'm doing this again. Oh boy. We're almost done with this episode, guys. We're almost done. This is the last character left, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it should be. Mii Gunner's specific character challenge is one we'll be seeing in a little bit, and it is to clear a 3-minute smash with at least 100 KOs. However, if you remember for... whose character was it? Which character was it? Bowser. Bowser has a character challenge where it's clear 3-minute smash with at least 110 KOs. However, there is another challenge on the challenge board where you have to clear 10-man smash getting 120 KOs with any character. And I thought I could do it with Bowser, but that didn't end up working out. So I said, hey, Mii Gunner can help me out. I have a second chance. And so I did it with Mii Gunner. And I got 2 birds with 1 stone on that one. And hey, it's the Inkling. It's the Inkling Mii costume, and they look really weird because here's the thing. I'm not sure if it's there for Ultimate yet. I hope it will be. If not, then I'll just copy the Miis over from the Wii U website. And then whatever other new ones I want to make, I'll just copy them from the videos because that's what I had to do before I realized that there were QR codes that you could use. But anyways, the Inkling Miis that the website gives you look very, very weird. And you know, I wasn't putting up with that, and so I edited them to look like this, where the mask actually connects. You know, it actually looks like the Incredibles mask, because that's what the Inkling eyes are supposed to look like, but in the Miis, and even for the Splatoon 2 Miis that they made, they're separated again. Like, the eyes are separated, and I don't know why they do that. It just looks wrong. I mean, an Inkling Mii just kind of looks soulless all the same, but especially when they're separated, it just looks incredibly wrong. I have no idea why, but Inkling is definitely a character that I'm looking forward to in Ultimate. It's probably going to be my favorite of all the newcomers, unless someone else steals my heart, because Inkling was one of the characters that I really wanted because I'm obsessed with Splatoon. And just a quick reminder over here, the only way you can get the Inkling trophy, if you want to get all the trophies in the game, this is the only one that has a specific criteria in that you have to buy the Inkling Mii costume. Every other trophy is either unlocked in the base game or given to you when you buy the DLC. Inkling is the only trophy where you have to buy something completely different in order to get it. And as you can see here, this is my first attempt at trying to do the challenge. Oh, god damn it. I was one away. But that was because I was kind of goofing off trying to figure out what the strategy was. And hey, look, it's me. Because, and I guess I can say this, Mii Gunner is my favorite type of the Miis. Mii Gunner has always been my favorite. Especially because of his forward air. I kind of show it off in the last round of All-Star. But you know, the forward air is amazing. It's great for spacing. And the forward smash and up air are ridiculous. They're like shulk range. And they're not counted as projectiles, so they can't be reflected despite their appearance. It's absolutely incredible. And they look sick in Ultimate. I think people have considered them probably the best of the 3 Miis, which makes me happy. Because I've always thought he was the best Mii in here too. It's just people were like, lol, custom Mii brawler with a tiny one and the helicopter kick is the best. And I'm just like, okay, fine. Suit yourself, but Mii Gunner has excellent spacing with the forward air, strong attacks, excellent recovery. Like the defaults, if you're using default Miis, it has the best recovery. And it has great spacing, great killing power, projectiles, like it's amazing. I've always thought Mii Gunner was the best, and nobody believed me. But anyway, the strat that I found out for this is mostly use up smashes and then use dash attacks every once in a while, especially to get rid of the giant characters. But mostly just spam up smashes, and especially since it doesn't connect properly on Miis, because, you know, they get knocked back by almost anything. You know, it just kills them almost immediately, except for those two there for some reason. I don't know what happened there. As for the items, the two most useful, well, the most useful item is the ray gun. That eye thing from Kid Icarus, don't pick that up. It's just a nuisance more than anything. It gets in your way. If you hit it, it flips over. If they hit it, it flips over, and then it doesn't really launch the Miis that far anyway. The POW block is kind of useful though. I mean, it depends on how many Miis are on the screen and how many are on the floor, but setting up the POW block eats time. Like, look at me here. I have to grab it, and then if the Miis jump, it's kind of a waste. But, I don't know. You can do what you want, but the best strategy I found for this is up smash. Every character usually has one move that's great against the Miis. Most of the time it's dash attack, if it's fast. However, other times it's just better to use a quick smash attack. Sometimes maybe a tilt. It's character dependent, but whichever one works out, you know, just use it and you'll win. To quote Edna Mode, confront the problem, fight, win. Whew. Are custom moves still a thing in Ultimate for the Miis? I don't know, actually. I know costumes are, but... Well, actually, I've seen footage of, like, the sword fighter doing all 3 up Bs, actually, and because I remember the Direct had footage of, like, Link's up B ripoff, but then it also had, like, Ike's up B ripoff, where they go up and come right back down, going, like, 3 times as high as it does here. And I'm like, what the heck? Why does it go so high? But also, this picture's hilarious. That picture's great. Yeah, also, look at the movement here. Oh yeah, it's Isabelle. I have no idea why they decided to make her a gunner, but I guess it makes sense because the party poppers are forward smash. I haven't played Kid Icarus, not Kid Icarus, I haven't played Animal Crossing, so I have no attachment to this character. But yeah, look at this, like, forward air. Like, if you're facing the opposite direction, you can literally just zoom. Especially if you're a light Mii, like, oh my god, it's amazing. You have spacing, you have mobility. I have no idea why people sleep on this character. Ugh. Oh boy. Longest video in the series done and over with. And with that, we only have one part left to do. So, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. And hopefully, I'll see you for the finale of this series with Bayonetta and Sonic. See you then.